Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk about super affordable watches. And today we've got a couple of Casio world timers. These are making a comeback. I don't know. These are still available to buy new. And they are based on, they're kind of in reference to a Bond watch back from the Octopussy movie. And in that movie, they had a Seiko G750 Sport 100, which is no longer made, you can't find them. And Casio came out with this to kind of mimic the look of that watch. And I'll try to find one image and put at the end of the video to show what that looks like. But, you know, it also goes to say that you don't have to spend a lot of money collecting watches and enjoying them. So let me just throw this one, we'll go through the specs real quick. It is a 40 millimeter case with a 45 millimeter lug to lug. And these are both the identical same dimensions. 18 millimeter lug width with a 24 millimeter strap or bracelet in this case that tapers down to about 18 mil. It's about 12.5 inches, 12.5 millimeters thick from the back to the top of this plastic acrylic crystal. 100-meter water resist, and they weigh in at 2.9 ounces and 1.4 ounces. And sorry, I didn't do the conversion for grams. I'll put that in the description below. So the bracelet on this one, I'm a bracelet guy, but I like both of these. The bracelet on here, for what it is really not bad at all. It has, 4 micro adjust. It is a fold over clasp with double pusher deployment. All stamped, stainless steel bits and pieces. And it's kind of a, it's a cheap bracelet compared to some others, but for the price of the watch, the metal one comes in at $26.49 on Amazon right now, and the plastic one is $19.85. So I got both of these for under 50 bucks shipped to me on Amazon Prime. So let me pop this one on wrist while we talk about the features of these watches. So here it is on my 7 1/4, and the plastic one wears just the same, but great watch. They are illuminated. There is no lume, but they do illuminate with a button, as anybody with Casios is kind of vaguely familiar. So it does have a world time. So there is a kind of a geographical map of the world there. It has an analog digital type of display up in the top left, and then you have your normal display down in the bottom. So it does have 4 different time zones, which you can cycle through here. So I've got LAX for the West Coast time zone for me. I've got New York for East Coast time zone. I've got London, and I've got RGN, which is the India time zone. One of my offices is in India, so this can keep track of those time zones for me. And it's really hard to see, but if you look at the world display, it kind of it illuminates what time zone is highlighted, what zone you're in. It does kind of show that graphical display on the world map as well. It also has a lot of standard Casio features. So it has UTC time. It has an alarm, and there's 5 different alarms that you can scroll through and set 5 different alarms for every day. It has a countdown timer, which you can set for whatever you want. And it has your typical stopwatch that runs in sub-seconds, seconds, minutes, hours. Let's see, there you go. And you can turn that beeping on and off when you go through. You can mute that beeping as well. But for 20 bucks for a stamped case back, plastic case, plastic bracelet or strap, plastic buckle, you know, for 20 bucks, you can't go wrong. It looks great. The metal one, even at 26 bucks, 30 bucks call it. Again, it's got all the same functions, all the same features. I set mine to the same exact world times, same alarms, stopwatch, same exact everything, same light. It's really a great looking watch. And what I like about it is, yes, it's, you know, under 50 bucks for both, which I do like. And I'll just throw the black one on wrist. They don't look cheap. That's the thing. I mean, a lot of times you'll get a cheap watch and it will just look cheap. This doesn't look cheap. And it's 100-meter water resist. So you can swim with it. You can shower with it. You're not going to want to go snorkeling and diving and whatnot, but it's fully functional and it fits great on my 7¼ wrist without looking cheap or cheesy. So that's what I really like about it. For me also it's obviously quartz, has a 10-year battery, which is one of their big claim to fames. I think it says right here on the thing, 10-year battery, illuminator. I mean, some of the wording on here is a little much. And these, you know, kind of milled in fake, you know, rivets and stuff is, okay, that's a little much. World time. A lot of that is over the top, in my opinion, but it's still for a $30, a $20 and $30 watch. They're great. They don't look cheesy. And what I love about them is it's really a grab and go type of watch. Because it's quartz, it's not one of my automatics that you have to wind before you take it, set it, get it going and all that. This one, if I just need to run out of the house really quick, I can just grab it, slap it on wrist, and I'm out. I will link to a video down below in the description from my good buddy Rob, Random Rob here on YouTube. He just put out a video showing how to do some color mods to these, which I may or may not do in the future. Basically, you tear it apart, pull the module, it's not a movement, you pull the module out, this faceplate comes out, and you can actually put filters in. And check out his video below because it's kind of cool. He put like green or yellow over the analog digital display, blue or green over these other displays. There's a lot of stuff you can do, which is kind of cool to just give it some more one-offmanships. So let me give you a quick size comparison between this metal one and an SKX, a Seiko SKX. This is a, you know, custom built one, but this is a 42 millimeter case size. This is a 40 mil, a little thicker than the Casio, and the bracelet is, this one's a little rattly, this one's a little less rattly, this one's much heavier. But this is what I'm talking about is this is, you know, obviously you can see it's not even moving right now because it stopped and the date is wrong and the time is wrong and all that. So if I were to grab it and go, I would need to get it shaken to get it started, unscrew the crown, set the day, set the date, set the time. You know, not a big deal, but not just grab it and run out to the store. So you can see the kind of the size comparison there. And then I've got a black SKX also to kind of compare with this one, which is also on a strap. So again, very similar in sizes, but the beauty of the Casio Royales is it's grab and go. So I do appreciate that. So anyway, I will put a link down below to Rob's color mod video of the Casios. And let me know what you think about cheap grab and go watches. Downside on these is it is a plastic, you know, crystal, which will potentially scratch up. I've had these since literally Saturday. So a couple days. And I've worn them both days since I've had them. I threw one on, I sized the bracelet and threw it on wrist, and off I went for the last couple of days. So they bring me a lot of joy because they're just cheap. It's able to collect and add to the collection and not break the bank. So let me know what you think, and thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks a lot.